no, this isn't about anybody else. Like if you love watching Netflix and this fills your cup and this makes all that hard work that you just did that day, if that makes you happy, then you need to do that. Now, do you do that at a healthy, uncontrolled way? No, I don't. I only do it for, okay, fantastic. Anything that we do that's good on an unhealthy way is not good for us, right? But she just did it in incremental times throughout her week. And she needed permission from somebody else to say, no, you can do that because that's what makes you unique. That's what makes you who you are. Don't try to be somebody else. Don't follow anybody else because you're not living anybody else's life. Their life is already taken. You have yours. Live that way and live it to the best.
Welcome to the Fitness CEO Podcast, a show dedicated to helping fitness entrepreneurs launch and grow successful gyms. Here's your host, Bryce Henson.
From a leadership, personal development perspective, there's an analogy or an acronym that you use called PILL.
Yeah.
So if you would be so kind to color in that analogy or that acronym, and really the meaning is for you, for our audience.
Each and every one of us take probably multiple pills every single day, right? We're talking about our health and our vitality. We might be taking pills because of some issues that we have. And as I was, as a business owner, not only was I experiencing this, but I saw so many of my staff experience it. I saw so many of our leaders, our internal leaders, getting to the end of the day and just feeling exhausted from everything that they were doing, right? Putting out fires, running with their head cut off, not feeling like they truly accomplished stuff. And by the end of the week, of course, they're completely drained, right? Their tanks are completely on empty and they didn't feel like they accomplished or they got fulfilled in any areas of their life. We all know that, like, unfortunately, what ends up happening in life is that we have this idea, we have this goal of going and creating wealth in our life, and we're going to get to that. When we get to that point, then we're going to enjoy life. When we get to that point, I'm going to retire and like I'm going to have everything that I want. And I fell victim to that mentality. I got to grind, I got to save, or I got to spend in order to create. I'm going to not give myself the opportunity to say yes to all of these things in my life that I know that would bring enjoyment to me now, because I want to pay the price now. That's what good leaders do, right? That's what successful people do, is pay the price now. Unfortunately, you are creating a life that you don't love. And then you wonder why you're not sleeping at night, and you're going, why am I not like these other successful people? Why can I not enjoy this guy that I know or this woman that I know? Like, this doesn't, life sucks, right? So I had to really take a step back, get outside of my fishbowl, and start to identify the things that I could do on a regular basis that would bring fulfillment to my life. As I looked at this, the acronym I came up with, it was PILL, because I'm taking it every single day anyways, right? Might as well take what I would need and what it's going to help me. So PILL is this idea of, the P stands for painful, right? Every single day, you've got to do something painful. Every single day, you've got to do something that gets you out of your comfort zone, right? And I like to do it first thing in the morning. Now, I don't need you to go out there and hurt yourself. You don't need to pull a hamstring or do something stupid or break a kneecap or anything like that, right? But do something that's painful that you know you're going to be better because of it, right? You and I both have a great connection with the ice bath. You just happen to have a pool. Yeah. I just have a barrel, right? And I got to continue to keep filling it with ice. But the ice barrel has been such a great discipline in my life. And yes, there's moments, especially up in Wyoming, when it is absolutely painful. It's like needles sticking on your skin.
It's cold here in Southern California, if you can believe. I can only imagine Wyoming. So I'm going to acknowledge that point.
Yeah, it is crazy to be able to to do that. But it's such a great thing, because I'm going to tackle something really hard first thing in the morning, really painful. But obviously, there's so many benefits to getting into the ice barrel, to taking a cold shower, right? Those are the physical, mental benefits to it far outweigh any of the discomfort that you're going to feel, right?
Amen.
But the great thing is that I'm going to tackle something hard now, so that when something does happen that day that I don't like, I'm going to be a lot easier to go into that moment, because I've already done something really hard. Intentional is the I. Every day I'm going to do something intentional, whether it's growing my business, pouring into somebody else, making a return phone call, sending an email, like something intentional that I know that I'm going to improve somebody else's life that day, fill their cup, or I'm going to move forward in a business venture that I've got going on, right? At least that way, at the end of the day, I can feel like, yes, I did something, right? The great thing I love about being able to be intentional when it comes to your relationships is that it makes you think of who you need to be pouring into. Right? And so that intentionality helps bring a life together, right? It helps you do what you want to do and be at your best. The next thing, of course, the L is lazy. We're all lazy about stuff in our lives,
Dude,
right?
totally.
Like, I can't tell you how many times I walk by the trash can and I'm like, I should empty that, but I don't want to empty that. Or the dishes in the sink, like I should probably do the dishes because my wife really loves me to do the dishes and it would really make her happy. And if she's happy, then I'm happy. And then our marriage is happy, right? I just don't want to do it. Doing the lazy stuff in my life, it's amazing how many loops I've closed and how much satisfaction I have in my life and how I give myself the ability to do those things on a regular basis. And then the last thing to me, which was the most important, was do something every day that you love. Every day. Because we do not take care of ourselves. I can't tell you how many times I've met CEOs and business owners where they've put their health and vitality on the sidelines, they put their happiness on the sidelines, their joy, all these things because they feel like they have to continue to serve and serve and serve and serve, and they forget the most important person that they need to serve that will make the biggest difference.
You know who you're talking to right now?
Yeah.
Me, man. And I certainly our audience, but like this is just spot on.
Yeah. It's unbelievable. And I had to learn how to do this, man. This wasn't something, first of all, I didn't feel worthy of doing that because of the failures that I had in my past. I was on such a mission to prove to other people and to myself, once again, that I could be successful or that I was worth it, that I did not take care of myself. Not in the healthy way, right? And so for me to be able to do something that I love every single day, and for me, it's like a workout. I love working out because I know how I feel after that workout. I know when I get a great sweat in and I push myself, I know how much more powerful I am for those that I serve and those that I'm surrounded by, right?
Totally.
So you have to pick what you love. I'll tell you a great example of this is one of the leaders internally within our organization. She came to me and she said, hey, listen, I really love watching Netflix, but I know that great leaders don't watch Netflix. And I was like, well, why do you say that? Like, what do you mean? Why don't they like? No, they don't do that. They either read or they're doing something physical. Or they're working out. I'm like, no, this isn't about anybody else. Like, if you love watching Netflix and this fills your cup and this makes all that hard work that you just did that day, if that makes you happy, then you need to do that. Now, do you do that at a healthy, uncontrolled way? No, I don't. I only did it okay, fantastic. Anything that we do that's good on an unhealthy way is not good for us, right? Mm-hmm. But she just did it in incremental times throughout her week. And she needed permission from somebody else to say, no, you can do that because that's what makes you unique. That's what makes you who you are. Don't try to be somebody else. Be yourself. And so the daily pill allows you to pick what you believe is the painful thing, the intentional thing, the lazy thing, the thing that you love. Don't follow anybody else because you're not living anybody else's life. Their life is already taken. You have yours. Live that way and live it to the best.